Sleep is one of the most underrated blessings, and it is one of the most coveted things in today's world where everyone has a sleep problem. Pretty much everyone has had a sleep problem at some point in their life, and we're always looking for ways to improve their sleeps. Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Z. In this video, I want to talk about everything I've tried for sleep in my life and everything that I've found helpful, and some medical information and some research-backed data about sleep. So first of all, yes, sleep is part of your mental health, your physical health, your metabolic health, your cognitive function, your intellectual health, your skin health, you name it. There is nothing that is not impacted by poor sleep. Everything goes downhill if you don't have good sleep. So first of all, I'm going to talk about the most common things that I see in patients' lives that I feel are impacting their sleep. And there's so much data on it that we know that those things impact their sleep a lot. The first sleep thing I want to talk about is sleep hygiene. So a lot of us, we work 9 to 5. We have tens of thousands of things to do. Once we are done with doing all the chores and dishes and everything, and then that's our time for downtime, and then we indulge in social media. Unfortunately, it is one of the most terrible things to do at night. So gives your brain some time to unwind and kind of calm down. And there's so many studies that say that like scrolling on the social media and or online shopping and or keeping up with the politics and or all of those things, they cause adverse mental health, and that adversely affects your sleep. So don't do it 2 hours before you're going to bed. So having that boundary of not doing any screens and or social media or any of those things or doom scrolling 2 hours before going to bed is very important. But then the question becomes like, what do you do for those 2 hours? So yeah, so you can do light cleaning, you can go for a leisurely walk. If you have to walk your dog, you can take out your clothes for the next day, you can put away things, you can tidy up the house, do the dishes. All of those things are acceptable. That can become very tedious if you really want something. Maybe listening to a podcast might be okay. I wouldn't watch something. You can maybe put your Bluetooth in, but ideally if you can do it mindfully, being present in the moment, that kind of helps relax your brain. That's what sleep hygiene is. You don't do anything stimulating 2 hours before bed. The other thing is sleep ritual. So sleep ritual is just how we train babies for bedtime. That means you have a sequence of things, you do them in the same order every day. And as you do them in the same order every day, it cues in your brain that the sleep time is coming and that it's time to relax. The sleep ritual could be whatever you want to do. For women, I would say, even for men. Like, it's a good idea. That's a good time to maybe do your skincare routine. That's a good time to maybe do your nails, or if you want to put on a mask or something on your face. And that's also a good time for meditation. What I like to do every night is like, maybe I'll put on a face mask and I'll do some deep breathing exercises with it while I lie down on a carpet. And I take my time to brush my teeth and floss. The other thing that works is reading. So, and for reading, use like ambient pale light. Don't use any bright blue lights and don't read on Kindle or something. So it's best to read it on an actual book. If the only thing you have is an iPad or Kindle to read your book on, then I would change it to the night mode, where it turns like the screen almost turns orange or something, and that's acceptable. Not ideal, but it is acceptable. The other thing that has helped a lot of people for sleep is meditation. So meditation is so underrated. You just do some kind of simple deep breathing exercise, whether sitting down or laying down. I have 2 short videos on that if you want to watch for meditation, for like super simple meditation that you can try. Chamomile tea. So I'm not saying to buy a tea. Chances are what you're buying is a pouch of chemicals and toxins or poisons. I don't know what's in there. If you have some kind of like grocery store where they sell spices in jars in bulk, look around there. You probably would be able to find chamomile flowers somewhere. So what I do is I take like maybe 5 or 6 chamomile flowers and I put them in a cup of water. I steep it for 2 minutes. I put some honey in it. So between the chamomile flower and the honey, I let it like kind of cool down, and then I drink it. And that I found it to be stronger than any Benadryl, Unisom, and or melatonin for that matter. Another thing I like to do is lavender. So lavender is known for its soothing properties. So I like to put it around my temples, under my jaw, neck, on my wrist. So basically you put it on your pulse point. You can put a little bit, on your pillow and a little bit on your blanket or something, and then the lavender helps you relax. So you can use some essential oil for that. While you're doing the meditation, you can also use some lavender candle or something. There are some mixed studies about the candles and the pollution they cause indoors. So I don't like to do that every day. I would use it when I absolutely have to use a candle to kind of remove the smell of the food from the house, but mostly I don't use a candle all the time. But I would say essential oils are a fair game. So progressive muscle relaxation is where you relax different parts of your muscles gradually. So I usually start with relaxing my feet. So when I lie down in my bed, I close my eyes, I take deep breaths, and then I imagine looking at my feet in my mind's eye, and then I try to relax my feet, and I shake my leg a little bit and I relax my legs, and then I go to my body and the shoulders and my arms and my hand and my neck and my head. And so basically you gradually shake and relax your muscles. Other questions about sleep is, so your bed or bedroom should only be for sleep. If you do if you have TV in there, if you watch YouTube in there, if you're gonna scroll through Instagram or TikTok in there, you're not gonna sleep. So make sure you do all of those things outside your bedroom. If you cannot fall asleep for, like, let's say half an hour or something, then you get out of your bed, you go back to reading until in a different room, and when you feel like you're gonna fall asleep, then you go back to your bed and try again. Out of all the sleep supplements, I mean, technically speaking, it has been said that melatonin is the safest, especially if you have, like, if you traveled like from different time zone or something, you can use it. It is good for that. However, if you take it every day, I feel that anything you take every day, eventually your body is going to get used to it, and then nothing will work on you. So it's best not to use anything every day. But as particularly talking about melatonin, if you take it every day, it affects the natural secretion of melatonin in your body. It suppresses it, so that, like, then you don't have enough melatonin. And for anything you take, you kind of develop a resistance to it, where your body does not act in the same way as it used to when you first tried it. So I know some people take like Advil PM or Benadryl or something. All of those things mostly have Benadryl in it, and those things can have bad side effects. It can make you fall down. Out of all the prescription medicine, there is not really any pill that is magical. Like, everything comes with its own side effects. So Ambien, when it first came out, we used to use it quite a bit, and in women it caused like overeating at night, or eating at night that they did not remember during the day, and or having nightmares and stuff like that. So Ambien had those problems. Benzodiazepine, which is your clonazepam and lorazepam, or temazepam, or any of those medications, they do, over long term, they can cause cognitive decline, they can cause memory problem, balance problem, early dementia, fall risk, and stuff like that. And they have addictive potential. You get tolerance that you need more and more medication to get the same effect. So with all of that, we try not to use any of those things. There is Lunesta, which is also a controlled substance. It's not a benzodiazepine, but it has similar side effects profile. So there is trazodone, which it originally came out as an antidepressant. It's not really a good antidepressant, so we use it for sleep. All of the sleep medicines are kind of acceptable in a short term. Nothing is good for long term use. So at the end of the day, I would say the most benefit I've seen in patients from sleep is cognitive behavioral therapy. Cognitive behavioral therapy basically means to change how you think or feel about certain things and change your attitude and behavior. So basically you choose your behavior intelligently to help solve your problem. It would be helpful to ask your doctor to send you to a therapist that talk about cognitive behavioral therapy for sleep. And there are different books you can search, cognitive behavioral therapy for sleep, and you can try those things. The other things is avoiding stimulant after 12 p.m. So if you have a sleep problem, do not take anything with caffeine, even if it is green tea, after 12 p.m. If you have ADHD or something and you're on stimulant, make sure you take your stimulant before 12 p.m. so they work their way out of your body by the time it's your bedtime. So hope you sleep well tonight. Bye.